Alright guys, the next one I'm going to do, we're going to do another section view. This is number 12 on the sheet, 10, 12, or section 12, whatever you want to save it. I've already opened up my title block, so I'm going to do my normal save as. And 10. Alright, for this one, it's another section view. It's actually called an offset section, which I'll explain in a second here. I'm going to start by making my front view. Front view is just normal. Alright, it starts out as a block here. It is 2.5 wide by 3.5 tall. Alright, now a little prelude to why it's an offset section. I'm going to use offset to find some center points here. I'm going to make some center lines, a vertical midpoint to midpoint, and a horizontal midpoint to midpoint. Zoom in a little bit here. Alright, the easy one, back to object, I'll make my hole in the middle. It is a 3/4 diameter. Make sure you're doing diameter. If I would accidentally do radius and do 3/4, it's going to be twice as big. So, get the right size. Now, there's sets of holes here and there's sets of holes here. I'm going to use offset to get those locations marked out. Do offset. The vertical center line from the distance out to both of those holes is a 1/2 inch both ways. So I did offset, tell it 0.5. I go one side, click again, go the other side. Now distance up and down. It's the same top to bottom. It's 1 inch up and 1 inch down. So offset 1, bring this up, bring this down. Alright, I'm going to bring, I'll just use trim. Trim these center lines so I don't have quite such a huge grid. These I will just slide over to the center line that I'm going to use. Alright, now I can do my circles, center diameter. Now, these holes are what are called counterbore holes. Basically, you take a smaller drill bit, drill the entire way through, then you take a bigger drill bit and just drill partway into whatever object you're doing. So, on the paper, it's listed as a 1/4 inch diameter through. So that's your smaller size. It goes the whole way through. Then it has this big wide, it's like really wide fat U shape. It has a diameter of a 1/2 inch. And it has a little down arrow saying 1/8 of an inch. Alright, that's telling me that I'm going to have the bigger circle. It is 1/2 inch in diameter, but it only goes an 1/8 inch in depth. Bottom, exact same, so I'm just going to use copy, bring it down. My right side view is just going to be a normal view, so I will do that one, get out of the way. I'm going to, it'll be easier to see the counterbore holes from the side view. From the front, they just look 2 circles. We're going to get my hidden lines. Alright, so bigger diameter, come over. Now, like I said, it only goes in 1/8 of an inch. I go down for the diameter, which is 1/2 inch. Back out. And then the smaller hole will start here and go the rest of the way through. It's not inside of here because the hole's already bigger than that diameter. So you can't have a smaller hole occupy the same space as a bigger hole. This one is going to be the same as that one. So this time I'm going to use mirror, plop it down, bring the hidden lines for this circle. And now I'll add in my center lines. Just one, another. If you're wondering why the center lines aren't showing up as the long dash, short dash, it is the length of them. They have to be a certain length, and then it has enough space to do the long and short dashes. So you can extend them out. Center lines can go past the outside edge of a drawing, and it makes it look a little bit neater, cleaner. There's another way of getting dashes to show up, which I'll show one of the days when I'm here. Alright, now, section view. I'm going to do the section view. Well, here, I'll do the top view first, because I actually flipped it in my head. Top view, go back to object. I got ahead of myself. My section view is actually going to be my right side. So I'm just going to change my right side into my section and add in my section lines. Now, doing the top here, I could do it all from scratch again, but I'm going to cheat. These counterbore holes from the side are going to look exactly the same. So I'm going to copy up. I'm going to rotate. And then I'm going to copy, because I'm going to have more than one. And then where this edge would hit the center line, bring that up there, center line up there, and then all I need are these hidden lines coming up here, and they're going to line up, just wanted to double check, with these inside lines that I just made. So to make it easy, I'm just going to stretch those up. I just need to add another center line. So I'm just going to do copy, bring it over, midpoint. There you go. Like this. Alright. I'm going to add in my section line. Alright, this is an offset section. Basically, what it means is there's going to be parts of the section line that are going to be offset from each other. On the side here, it's going to be like we took all these holes, lined them up, and sliced right down the middle. Doing it this way is the best way to get the most detail. I'm going to take my section line in line with the center of the circle, past it. You just want to go somewhere in between the edge of this circle and the edge of this circle. So right about there. I'm going to fly it over to the center line. Past that circle to the center line, and down past the bottom. I'm going to insert my arrow. On screen, okay. Turn it. It is huge, so I'm going to use scale. I'm going to scale add that one, copy, paste. And these are going to point to the left, because that's the way I'm going to be looking to see the internals. Where this line offsets and comes over, there's not going to be a line. It's like literally you took these circles and moved them over. It's like shifting everything. So to change my right side into a section view, I'm going to get rid of my center lines. And basically all these hidden lines are going to become object. Now I'm going to go to my dimension layer. I'm going to add in hatching. Just do ANZ32 for the pattern. And then basically where this line cuts through, anywhere it's cutting through solid, add hatching. Anywhere it's empty space, like these holes here, here, and here, leave it empty. So hatching there, counterbore hole, so that's empty space. Hatching, hole in the middle, empty space. Hatching here, counterbore hole, empty space. Like that. Hit enter. Finish the command. And then this one's all done. I'm going to pause it here, add in my dimensions, just so you have a frame of reference. Alright, now the last thing to show you guys, I put in all the basic dimensions. The only one I didn't do yet is the counterbore hole. Alright, to do that one, two different ways of doing it. I could do diameter for the outside, diameter for the inside, and then do a depth for the distance the bigger size goes in. But I'm going to do it a different way, one that should be a little bit simpler. Right here's leader. I'm going to click leader. I'm going to click on some part of one of the circles, bring my cursor out, and then I can type stuff in. And I'm just going to type close to what is on the paper. So first thing is diameter. I go symbols, diameter, 1/4. Hit enter. Second line. Now the symbol it shows you on the paper, there's not a direct translation symbol for it, so I'm going to just go C-bore, stands for counterbore, diameter 1/2, and then depth used to be on here and not here anymore. Alright, so go other. It'll take a second. Alright, all different symbols. I'm going to scroll down. I don't have to find the exact same arrows as me, but they are on here. Select, Control C, you can hit copy here, same difference. Control V, down 1/8 to hole. Just tell me that there's two of them, they're exact same. Click off your dimension. Now I'm going to move it up so it's not overlapping with this dimension here. Then that's pretty much it. You'll go to your layout. You'll want to update your title. Zoom extents. Find that. Back. Section 12. I think this is the 19th drawing if I'm remembering right. 21. And good to go. You can print it out. Again, once you finish it, I would recommend saving it just in case you would need it again.